if you can make one person smile per day, you're living life correctly. And the weird thing about depression, this is going to be like a real deep talk. So, I hope you're up for it. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to this Pokemon Omega Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke. I am Uncle Fidget, and if you missed the last episode, that's probably because you're either not subscribed or have yet to ring the notification bell. So if you don't want to miss out on the new episodes I release whenever I'm not in a depressive mess, go ahead and do that today! We're gonna go and sort out Team Magma, who are making a fuss in Slateport. I'm also going to explain... I don't think I need to be in here. Where I've been, because you may or may not have noticed, I disappeared over the weekend. I was not present. I need to go and see Captain Stern. Yes, well, as I kind of alluded to, I got myself into a bit of a state. I feel like last week was kind of rough for everyone, to be honest with you. It just kind of seemed like across the board, everybody just hit this kind of real dip. And for whatever reason, it really threw me. I started getting really upset. I started getting quite annoyed at myself and wondering, what am I even doing this for? What's the point in trying to do YouTube? What am I trying to achieve here? And you know, I had to stop and think, because I was getting wound up in my statistics. I was getting annoyed at the fact that people weren't watching for even half the video on average. I was getting upset at my subscriber numbers and my viewer rate, and that's not what I got into this for. That's not at all why I'm doing this. I'm playing Pokemon because I love Pokemon. I'm recording videos because I love making videos. And more so than anything else, I've had a couple of people actually turn around to me and say, you know what, I've been having a really hard time too. And I come home in an evening and watch your videos, and it just gives me a chance to put it all to one side for a little bit, to just enjoy myself. And you know, that's what this is all about, isn't it, really? I used to say a lot to myself, if you can make one person smile per day, you're living life correctly. And somewhere along the line, I lost that. It became something that was said, but not something I genuinely thought. Which is a bit of a shame. Because that's truly, like, it's what I think I believe. It's what I want to believe. Is that the only joy we can ever really get out of life is the joy we bring to others. And if... Oh, you're level 16. And if me playing Pokemon and getting all stressed out because I lose a team member brings you happiness, nothing makes me happier than that. Honestly, nothing makes me happier than knowing I'm making someone else's life better. So, yeah, I took a couple of days. It wasn't necessarily by choice. I was kind of bedridden for a lot of it. I just was not in a good state in the slightest. You know, as I think I've said to you guys before, I suffer from something called FND, which is basically when my who wants to learn Endure? You do. That's better than Otis Loop. Go ahead. when my emotional state plays up, my physical state kind of reflects that. So when I fall into a state of depression, I get back pains and it becomes difficult to move, and it was grueling. And I really... And the weird thing about depression, this is going to be like a real deep talk. So, I hope you're up for it. Depression's weird. It's self-circulating almost. As though we don't have... Let's go ahead and swap you out to Party Ring. So, for instance, when you fall into states of depression, when you get really low in yourself, what you'll notice is you'll either suddenly lose your appetite or massively gain one. Okay, so you'll either not eat or eat too much. Your sleep pattern goes. You don't want to wash yourself. You don't want to clean. You don't want to look after yourself. Which, annoyingly enough, is exactly what you need to do in order to get out of that state. Your body is a machine, and you must fuel it correctly. You must sleep properly and regularly. You must eat healthily and in correct sort of doses. You want to talk about it like that? It's a dose of food. That's what you're getting. You know, think about your car. Too little or too much petrol. It's not really the greatest thing in the world for it, is it? But for some reason, when it comes to ourselves, we tend to forget that that's what's happening. We tend to forget that that's what we need to do. I'm trying to think who to take you on with. Let's go with Breakaway. And, you know, I've gone nocturnal at the moment. I think the only time I actually stayed up... No, I haven't. I haven't stayed up throughout a day for about a week now. You know, I've been up all night and slept all day. And the one time I tried to rejig my sleeping pattern was the other day. So I slept all day and all night. Oh, you're learning Flame Wheel. Oh, Cookie! Yay! Is that still... That's physical 60... Special 40. It's probably better for you anyway. You know, so I've been... Yeah. So I slept all day, slept all night, woke up at a reasonable time, and then I still was asleep again by like 4:30 in the afternoon. Oh, Maxi! You look so much older than you used to. Nice glasses though, bro. Suit you nicely, sir. Suit you, sir. So, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult because, again, I know exactly the state I'm in. I know... Let's talk about meds. Let's talk about meds, shall we? Because you can't talk about depression and mental health without bringing up medication. I take my medication. Alright? It's not for everyone. I agree with that. It's not for everyone. And I don't think it's a solution. It's definitely not. Because I still have states of depression. I still have really low moods. I still have an explosive personality and things like that. So I can't say that... What TM are you going to give me? What TM? Thief. Ah, right, it hasn't changed. I can't say that my meds have solved all my issues, but what they do for me is allow me to regulate my, alright, that's not quite. So I consider them more I consider them more mood stabilizers than antidepressants. Okay? With my condition specifically, i.e., borderline personality disorder, I find it really hard to know when I'm getting upset or angry or flustered or however we can catch a Pokemon here. So what I find is my meds don't necessarily stop me feeling that way, but they give me enough wherewithal to know I'm feeling that way. And that in turn allows me to kind of recognize this. Ah! A binacle. That's kind of cool, actually. I don't know if we can do anything to you. You'll survive a powdered snow, won't you? Yeah, let's just throw a Pokeball. Let's just throw a Pokeball. So they allow me to notice when I'm going into a dip. They allow me to notice when I'm getting into a state of depression or madness or whatever. And that in itself allows me to kind of go, okay, I know it's coming now. I can see the signs ahead of time and go, I'm going to be in a state and it's going to suck. And that's okay, almost. I mean, it's not. It's never okay. But it's not going to be the end of the world, which it can sometimes feel like. I haven't got up my names. Let's do that very quickly. Because that's the thing. I mean, when you get yourself into a state, it's more the fact that it really does... Let's just call you Kit Kat. When you get yourself into a state, it's very difficult to recognize the fact that this is not it. This is not all there is, you know? Life will not always be this way. Life hasn't always been this way. Because my therapist used to explain it as filters. Ooh, what's going on here? There's Liza. Oh, you're doing a shoot over there. Oh, okay. I mean... Wow. She pretty. You're gonna tell me how to do the gym? I don't want to do the gym. It's not a gym. It's a contest. Ooh, spin, spin, spin! Yeah, when you get yourself into a state, it's really easy to kind of... Filters! That's what I was saying. So my therapist used to talk about filters, which is... You think you sort of put a certain filter in front of your lens. It's just the way you view the world. And when we get ourselves into emotional states, that tends to color our view. We tend to look back and only see everything through that state as if it was always that way, always has been and always will be. There's no possible way things can ever get better because they're really bad now. And they've always been bad, and that's not true. Things haven't always been bad. There have always been bad times, and that in itself sucks. It's one of the worst parts about reality is that life sucks. It really does. And you know, more so now than ever, we're really not having a good time. You know, the world is in a state of flux, and that's affecting a lot of people. And as I alluded to before, it's because we don't have any control of it. We feel like there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can try to make this better for ourselves. And what makes it worse is when the people in charge seem like they have no idea what they're doing either. We caught a Pokemon here, didn't we? So it's no real surprise that everybody's suffering at the moment. And as I say, when you're in a phase like we're in at the moment, it's very easy to think that life's always going to be like this. Or to look back and miss the fact that there were actually some good times. You know, it's very easy for us to overlook happy moments. Very easy for us to overlook happy moments. Because they don't stick out to us as much. Yeah? Oh wow, we got a freeze. And I don't fully know the psychology behind that. I presume it's the same reason we don't leave good reviews. If you've ever worked in if you've ever worked in hospitality, you'll know full well that people don't leave good reviews. They'll leave bad reviews. Oh! They'll leave paragraphs of bad reviews. But they won't leave a good review. Or if they do, it will be like 3 words, service was great. And I think that's part of our psychology. That's part of being human, is we just... Oh, a Latias. Powder Snow, probably our best bet here still. It's gonna outspeed us. What's it gonna do? Water Sport, that's okay. That's okay. I think that's part of our human psychology, to see almost the worst in everything. I don't know whether it's... Is it a survival instinct? If you see the worst in everything, then you're prepared for anything? Store power, how much is that? Oh, nothing, okay. Dragon Breath. Or I could have fit. No, it's fine. No, this is fine. Because we see the worst in everything. And we have to fight to try and see something as good. We have to fight to try and look on the bright side. How messed up is that? And it's... All I'm really trying to get at is... Don't hold yourself... Try not to hold yourself accountable for everything. Okay? It's not all your fault. And... You're... probably not as bad as you think you are. You're not doing as bad as you think you are. In fact, the likelihood is you're doing great. The fact that you're still going says something. You know? Really. Take a moment to just sit and think of all that you've ever achieved. And if you're sitting there now and going, well, I've not achieved anything. Have you learned to speak? Have you learned to walk? Have you learned to ride a bike? Have you learned to... anything. Anything and everything. Because you are more amazing than you think you are. And I don't even have to know you personally to know that's a fact. Because in even just being here, you know, you can't exist and have not changed the world. So, there you go. By your mere existence, you have changed the world. Fact. Undeniable fact. You must have. For many people more than likely. Think of how many people you've come across in your lifetime. How many people have you met? You may not have changed their lives massively, but you've changed them. One way or another. You know? Is that for better? Is it for worse? Well, that's really for them to decide. And for you to... all you can do is reflect. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but... it's difficult. We live in a very difficult... How did... oh, I thought it hit both. Mudslap? No. It's just... oh, that's a Jirachi. Tell you what. You're going to switch out to... Biscotti. And you're going to... Flame Wheel the Jirachi. I don't know if I'm rambling. I don't know if this will be of any help to anyone, or you're just sitting there going, Fidget, shut up. You're talking complete nonsense. But I hope it helps a little bit. And if not, well, I'm trying to help myself as much as you guys. You know, this was a big reason as to why I wanted to do this series as well, is because I'm at home. I'm alone. There's... oh, that's annoying. I have no one here to talk to about these things. I have no one here to talk to about how I'm struggling or what's going on in my life. So I'll reach out to you guys. You know, and whether it's something you actually take on board or whether you couldn't care less. Either way is fine. As I say, I'm trying to make you guys happy, and the only way I know how to do that is to be myself. So, here I am. This is me. Take it or leave it. I've done alright this game. We're going to take out this Zangoose. Go for a Ember. And a Flame Wheel. Quick attack. Oh no! It's hard. It's hard. Cookie grew to level 19. You want to learn Reversal? How does that work again? Becomes more powerful the less HP the user has. So it's fighting type Flail? Yes. Maybe Helping Hand would have been more useful. I don't know. But now we have Reversal. Yes, Pretzel, you can learn Mud Bomb. That's great. So get Mud Slap and learn Mud Bomb. Magnifique. Right. Oh no, I ran into another battle. This is my favorite tune. Somebody find me and link me to this, like, music. Because I want it. I want to download it. I'm going to set it as my ringtone. A smoochum! That's still a thing people do, right? Set music as their ringtone? I wouldn't know. My phone's always on vibrate. Mud bomb. Let's just see how much it does. Pow! Plenty. Although it's a smoochum, so that's not really surprised. Aha! Missed. No, didn't miss. Oh, it survived. We're going to use a peck. Ta-da! Take that. Lovely. Right. Next trainer. Ooh. Are you a trainer? Nope. Are you a trainer? You look like a trainer to me. Birdkeeper Andrew has a tie rope. Come on, Pretzel. You can do this. Use peck. That's fake out. Oh no! Oh no! Take him down. One hit wonder. What else you got? Fuzzy, your mask. Let's go to Cookie. Cookie. Chomp chomp. Bite. Here it is. Right at the front. Right where it ought to be. Oh no, we got Mummy. Ow. I'm really sad our Cookie doesn't have Intimidate. We got the worst of the two. Guess there's technically 3, isn't there? Is there? I wanted Intimidate. That's the point I'm making. Right. And I think we'll try and catch Pokemon next time, because that'll do it for today, guys! Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're doing alright. Let me know. That's what the comment section's for, is for me to communicate with you guys. It's not for you to just, yeah, I enjoyed this part of the video. It's great for that too, but just let me know how you are. Alright? I'll probably see you on the next one. And until then, I'll catch you later. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, ring the bell, do all the YouTube things. I shall see you on the next episode.